Well, this must be part 2 of Questions for the Universe, because I've got still the same background, that green screen, and I still am here with my crystals. And I just wanted to talk a little bit more about that uniqueness that we are, that unique energy that flows through us. I brought a few little gems from home. I don't know if you can see this. This is a labradorite. Can I do this? Let me look. This is a labradorite. Once again, this is why I'm using the green screen. So it gives a really clear picture. This is an amethyst globe. I mean, look at all the wondrous stuff inside there. I love spheres. I'm not sure why. Maybe it reminds me of my home planet. This is a kyanite, I think. It may be a kunzite. I always get those two confused. Kyanite, kunzite. I'll have to Google it. Which doesn't come in a sphere because it's sort of a flat. And it, if you try to smooth it out, it works differently. And it's got some quartz there. So, let me back the camera off a little bit. The miracles of modern technology. When we record with Lee, it makes all the boys in the studio nervous because we move, but the background does not. And looking at these crystals and looking at these globes, I'm thinking, if I were a crystal or a stone, what kind of stone would I be? And my immediate answer is a lapis, because I really am very attached to cobalt blue. But I really probably have more amethyst and labradorite around my house than anything. This is actually an ametrine. It's got a little citrine vein running through it. And that amethyst is a wonderful stone that is all-purpose. It's made out of quartz, so it magnifies the energy of anything it touches. It's got the purple hinge, so it's connected to the third eye. And there are some that say that amethyst is really good for attracting the love of your life. Labradorite, of course, for some reason to me, brings in that galactic nature and holds in that energy. And you can see it just looks like there's little galaxies in the star constellations that are coming in that are reflected in the stones. And a lapis is quite dense, and it's got little gold flecks in it. In the beginning, in the 90s, when I was trying to magnify my intuition and become all that I am, I would tie in a scarf, I would tie a piece of lapis, because lapis is about third eye, being deep indigo blue, and communication blue, and I would tie it to my forehead on a headband and sleep that way. I would tie them to the chakras in my hands and sleep that way too, and see how that affected things. I don't know if it did, but I certainly looked odd when I went to bed. I have a lapis globe. I didn't bring it. It actually looks like the world, as you've seen from space, the big blue marble. So I think my question is, if you were a stone with the qualities of the stones that you have, and the qualities that you have not being a stone, what stone or crystal would you be? Type that down below. In the selenite swords of light, which I have some right here, in the selenite swords of light, in the handle, there's over 400 crystals that are chakra balancing crystals. Now, what causes a crystal to be a chakra balancing crystal? Intention and probably color. Because the color like this would be third eye and crown. Indigo, blue, violet, the crown. This would be, it's green, kind of, it's heart. This is blue. This would be communication. So where is it that you get the opportunity to work? What causes a chakra balancing crystal? And why does it change the frequency of something that it touches? I mean, it was divinely created as you are. In that divine creation, it was created with an intent that someone, somewhere along the line, picked up the stone and said, wow, this is beautiful. When I hold this stone, I feel like this means a greater connection with my own guidance system, and they wrote a book about it. So what is it about you that would connect you to a particular stone, and why? Write that down below. It helps you to think about what those possibilities are. So that's our thought for this week is, what are the stones that we're connected to and why? The crystals that we are connected to and why? And why do light plurkers seem to have crystals all over their house? My Assemblies of God missionary hairdresser that I used to have, in one of the articles that I read in her waiting room, she said, a sign of someone that is the New Age, which was coupled with Antichrist at that time, a sign that was they had stones and crystals and suns and moons around in their decoration. Why? I do. Why do people that are light workers seem to have stones and crystals and those honorings of Mother Earth around in their decor? Another question of the universe. Things that make you go, why do you have them? Write the answer down below in the comments. I would certainly be interested in finding out. Namaste, y'all. Namaste.